Now we've been talking about the people. They have been constantly rebelling. Well, this is the story of ancient tales for today. And we get to a new tale today that, it's quite interesting. Moses, the great leader, he has a problem too. So this will be lesson number 65. Lesson 65, when complaints irritate. 当人们的抱怨，这个热怒。Okay, stay by as we look at number 65.
Story 65, When Complaints Irritate. Can you believe it? Even after the rebellion, even after all the miracles that had helped them, the people are complaining again. As we follow these ancient tales, it seems that these people are always complaining, usually about how hard things are for them, how they have no food and drink. Now here they are, complaining once more about not having water. Shouldn't they have learned that they are being led supernaturally and that they have no need to worry or to complain? But no, they complained to Moses about not having water. The same story and the same words. Oh, we wish we were dead. Why have you brought us out here in the desert? Is it to kill us? Why did you make us leave Egypt and come to this bad place where there is nothing to eat or drink? Their complaints never seem to change. It is always the same. If it was me, I think I would have given up on such people long before. Eventually, all this complaining gets to Moses. He lifts up his voice to heaven and asks what to do. He is told to go and speak to the rock, and water will come out. But instead, he goes over to the rock and hits it twice, saying, "Must we bring water out of the rock?" Water does come out, but it is not what he was told to do. Moses lost his temper and hit the rock instead of speaking to it. Now Moses is in trouble too. He has misrepresented God to the people. Even though they were always complaining, Moses needed to show the kind of person that God was to them. And this time, sadly, he failed. Yes, it is hard to keep your temper when people irritate you, but you need to keep calm and follow the path of peace. Losing your temper never solves anything.
Can you believe it? 你相信吗? Even after rebellion, even after all the miracles that had helped them, the people are complaining again. My. What is this? You know, after the rebellion and this dramatic end, 戏剧性的结束, so many people died. And after all the miracles, 经过所有的奇迹神迹啊, that had helped them, these miracles had helped them, the people are complaining again. 还是要抱怨. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Some people just are never happy. But this is not just one person. There's a lot of people involved in this. Okay. As we follow these ancient tales, 当我们看, in this case, 跟从这些古经means as we are telling these stories from story to story, as we follow these ancient tales, it seems that these people are always complaining. 看起来好像这些人经常总是 maybe 总是 always 总是这个抱怨 always complaining, usually about how hard things are. 平常他们的抱怨是 about how things are hard. In this case, hard means 他们的生活是多么辛苦 hard things are 很辛苦 now of course hard means 硬 but hard is one of those words that 一定要看上下文 if you don't read the context 上下文 then it's hard to understand what hard means, okay? In this case, 他们过的生活是很辛苦. And this is what they were complaining about. They were complaining 他们怎么样没有食物没有饮料喝 okay? No water, no food. This is what they're complaining about. Now, here they are complaining once more. 还是要抱怨 about not having water. See, this is at least the second time no water. Okay, so they're complaining again, no water. Now, going on. If you were Moses, by the way, and you said, well, no water, it's almost like it was, you know, we say in English, same song, second verse. 他们所唱的歌还是一样，第二节。Shouldn't they have learned that they were being led supernaturally? 他们应该学习是超自然的能力带领他们，不是吗？ Shouldn't they have learned? Shouldn't they have learned? 不是吗？你 put the 不是吗 at the end. And that they had no need to worry, 也没有也不必须要担心抱怨 they should have learned this 是不是 okay you just maybe you would say 是不是 at the end this is what they should have learned but no they complained to Moses about not having water. No water. The same story. See, Moses has heard this before. So now if you're Moses, you say, now the last time we got water from a rock, 从一个磐石有水流出来, okay? And so now they're using the same口气, actually, the same language that they used before. Oh, we wish we were dead. 我们希望我们已经死了. Man, they've already said that before. Why have you brought us out here in the desert? 为什么带我们到这个沙漠来呀? Is it to kill us? 是不是你要杀我们呢? Why did you make us leave Egypt? 你为什么强迫我们离开埃及啊? 要来到这个 this very bad place where there is nothing to eat or drink. 这个很坏很坏的地方啊，甚至于没有可吃、没有可喝的。Do you see what's happening? What's happening is that these people only think about their physical life. There have been some very interesting miracles. 很多神迹奇迹啊。But all they can say is, "You have brought us out here in the desert to kill us." Is it to kill us? Why did you make us leave Egypt? 你为什么强迫我们离开埃及 and come to this bad place, 很坏的地方 where there is nothing, 根本就没有什么东西啊 and then nothing to eat, nothing to eat. Going on. Their complaints never seem to change. You know, they're not even being creative. 没有创造新的抱怨. It's the old story. Same old story. In fact, we often say that in English. It's the same old story. 老故事. Or maybe in Chinese, 老套. Same thing. Here they are. The complaints never seem to change. Well, I hope that we are not complainers. I've met some people that complain a lot. We're going to talk more about this story in just a minute, but we're going to stop right for the moment, and we're going to look at the 古经, the Bible, and we're going to look at a different part. For now, stay by for light on our path. Okay, and some light on our path here, Lena. We're going to look at Ephesians 4:32. Ephesians 4:32. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you.
今天的经文呢，我们看一看以弗所书的4章32节。经文说，并要以恩慈相待，存怜悯的心，彼此饶恕，正如上帝在基督里饶恕了你们一样。艾老师，看了这个经文，我就想到啊，摩西他对以色列人真的是以恩慈相待，他真的也是饶恕他们。其实那些以色列人真的很糟糕，他不值得那样子做的。
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Even though in this lesson, 他呢最后是控不住了，没有办法控制他的怒气。
对啊。
But still, he was pretty patient.
对。
我相信比我还好得多得多。
我相信在人间很难找到像他那样子的人。
Right, absolutely. But one thing that we need to keep in mind is the people, 那些以色列人, they really didn't know God very well.
对。
But Moses knew God. You know, sometimes you know the secret, you know God, then everything is okay. The people didn't. So he was forced to be patient. 但是呢，最后这些抱怨，最后使他发脾气。So I think it's very careful. We need to be very careful with the words we say.
对。
Their complaints never seem to change. 好像都不变。It's always the same. 都是一样。 if it were me, 如果是我的话, I think I would have given up on such a people long before. 如果我是带领这些希伯来人，我会想放弃他，老早就放弃他。I would have given up on such people long before, 很久很久以前。But now this next sentence is very important because it has a part in the sentence that is very meaningful. Eventually, 这个终于 all this complaining, 这些所有的抱怨 gets to Moses. Now, you notice the word here, eventually all this complaining gets to Moses. What does gets to mean? Gets to is a very specific English way of saying it starts to influence him. Usually it means to have a bad influence, 很坏的影响. Okay? Eventually the complaining gets to Moses. Of course, he lifts up his voice to heaven. Of course, this is his standard way of saying it. He lifts up his voice to heaven. He probably puts his hand up. He's like, I give up. Okay? And he asks what to do. 就请问天国天庭，我到底我应该做什么? Now, that's up to this point, he's okay. Right? He's okay. He asked what to do, and God told him what to do. Then he is told, 他被神天庭. Sometimes when we say heaven, 天庭天国, or we speak of God, 神上帝, we're speaking about the same thing. He is told to speak to the rock. Okay? 要跟这个岩石磐石说话. Speak to the rock. You see that? It says, speak to the rock. Okay. Now, speak to the rock. And water will come out. 水就会流出来. No problem. Okay. But instead, 但是 but instead, he goes over to the rock, 他到这个大的石头，这个岩石，那个磐石. He goes over to the rock, and he takes his rod, 他的杖, and he hits it twice. Whap! Whap! He hits it twice. 然后说了, must we bring water out of the rock? Now, who is making the mistake? God said, speak to the rock. But Moses said, must we? 我们应该叫水从这个岩石出来吗? 我们 Now, what's happened? He's not talking about God. He's talking about himself and his older brother Aaron. Must we bring? We, not God. It says, must we bring water out of the rock? Going on. Water does come out. Yep. Yes. Water does come out. The water 流出来. But it is not what he was told to. 但是他所做的不是上帝所吩咐他要做。It's not what he was told to do. Moses lost his temper. 摩西就发脾气。He hit the rock instead of跟这个岩石说话。He was supposed to speak to it, but instead, 反而他就 took his rod and hit the rock. Now Moses is in trouble too. 摩西现在有问题。Up to this point, no problem. But now Moses is in trouble. He has misrepresented God to the people. 他对这个人们这个歪曲上帝的名。In other words, he was talking about, must we do it when God did not, at this point, he was not irritated. 他不是太不高兴。He was, I don't know if he was happy, but at least he wasn't as bad as Moses. Even though they were always complaining, 虽然他们是经常抱怨, Moses needed to show the kind of person that God was to them. 他必须跟他们表示上帝是什么样的神。And he missed the point. All he said is, I am angry. But this was not what God wanted him to do. God wanted him to just speak to the rock. This time, 这个时候很可惜, in this case, sadly, 很可惜, 他失败. Going on. Yes, it is hard to keep your temper when people irritate you. 当人家这个热怒的时候，特别是使你很不高兴的时候 irritate you. It's hard to 保持 what? Calm and the path of peace. It's hard to control, 控制你的脾气. Keep your temper, 控制你的脾气. But you need to keep calm. 你必须保持平静，还有平安的道路。Losing your temper never solves anything. 发脾气绝对不会解决任何一个问题。Well, that's all the time we have for today. Stay by for words you need to know. And now for some words you need to know. And that you, of course, is Lena needs to know.
Yeah.
Okay? The first one is a very simple one, always.
总是常常
Okay, so if I say I'm always happy, what do I mean?
你常常都是很快乐的，总是很快乐。
So are you always happy?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Always smile.
Okay, good. I can even hear your smile. Okay, I put a longer one in here. Shouldn't they have learned that? Shouldn't they have learned that?
这个比较长，意思就是说，难道他们没有学到吗？
Okay, so if you start a sentence like this, then it's, shouldn't they have learned that? 难道他们没有学到吗? Okay. Let's look at another one. To give up on someone.
就是放弃他们算了，放弃这个人好了。
Okay, so to give up on a certain person means to 放弃他们. And then the last one You said you didn't really know it's, but it's
对。
very common if something is getting to us. All the constant complaining gets to Moses.
意思就是说反哪一个人？这里是说的反摩西，对吧？
Okay, if I say all the bad weather, 这个坏天气 is getting on me.
哦，就是跟我对着干。
Yeah, 这烦我了，我不喜欢了。
对。
就我开始不高兴。Okay. Well, so I hope nothing will get on you today. Okay. These are words you need to know. We've been following the Hebrews 希伯来人出埃及的故事. Well, actually, many stories, not just one story. This is the reason why it's called Ancient Tales, because there are many stories in this book. And we've been following these people as they come out, and they're always complaining. But finally it gets to Moses, 就开始影响他, and he loses his temper. Now, that is a problem. In the next lesson, we're going to talk about a talking donkey. 有一个驴子，能够讲话吗? You'll want to join us for the next lesson as we talk about a talking donkey.
That's all for today, and thanks for watching. If you like Ancient Tales for Today, please visit atft.chinesehope.tv. You may also contact us by writing to ancienttalesfortoday@gmail.com. Again, that's ancienttalesfortoday@gmail.com. Tell your friends about Ancient Tales for Today. See you next time.